the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
Slang is a linguistic luxury, it is a sport, and, like any other sport, something that belongs to the young. Otto Jespersen. Thanks for reading No Mic Podcast Scribed by Facelesslingjutsu. Subscribe for free to receive new posts and support my work. Otto Jespersen 1860–1943 was a prominent Danish linguist renowned for his extensive contributions to the study of the English language. He served as a professor of English at the University of Copenhagen and was a key figure in the reform movement for foreign language teaching, advocating for methods based on conversational speech. Otto Jespersen was born on July 16, 1860, in Randers, Jutland, Denmark. His early life was marked by the loss of his father in 1870, leading his family to move to northern Zealand. Despite initially studying law at the University of Copenhagen, following his family's tradition, Jespersen's passion for languages quickly took precedence. He taught himself various languages like Icelandic, Italian, and Spanish, inspired by the Danish linguist Rasmus Rask. He supported himself by working as a teacher and a shorthand reporter in the Danish parliament, eventually dedicating himself entirely to language studies and earning a master's degree in French with minors in English and Latin in 1887. Praktisk tillægnelse af fremmedsprog 1884 Practical acquisition of foreign languages. This early work is crucial as it demonstrates Jespersen's very early engagement with language pedagogy and the psychology of language learning. It's a Danish translation of Felix Franke's work, indicating Jespersen's interest in how languages are learned effectively, a theme that would define much of his advocacy for language teaching reform. This predates his more famous How to Teach a Foreign Language and shows his early alignment with more natural, communicative approaches. Kortfattet engelsk grammatik for tale og skriftsproget 1885 A concise English grammar for the spoken and written language. This highlights his early focus on English grammar, even before his doctoral studies. The emphasis on both spoken and written language is notable, reflecting a comprehensive approach that acknowledged the distinct characteristics of each, a progressive stance for his time when formal grammar often prioritized written forms. After completing his master's degree in 1887, Otto Jespersen embarked on a period of study abroad, visiting England, Germany, and France to further immerse himself in linguistics and meet leading scholars of the time. Upon his return to Copenhagen in 1888, he began working on his doctoral dissertation on the English case system, which he successfully defended in 1891. This earned him the right to teach as an unpaid privatdocent at the University of Copenhagen, where he taught Old English and Chaucer. Fransk Lesebuch efter Lidskrift's method 1889. A French reader using the phonetic method. This work underlines Jespersen's commitment to phonetics in language teaching. The phonetic method suggests an early adoption of systematic phonetic transcription for pedagogical purposes, aiming to teach pronunciation accurately and efficiently, rather than relying solely on traditional orthography. The articulations of speech sounds represented by means of analphabetic symbols 1889. This is a highly significant work in the history of phonetics. His development of analphabetic symbols was an attempt to create a more precise and universal system for representing speech sounds than existing phonetic alphabets like the IPA, which was still developing. While his system didn't gain widespread adoption over IPA, it demonstrates his innovative spirit and deep understanding of articulatory phonetics. This work is a testament to his dedication to the scientific study of speech. Chaucer's Liveogdigtning 1893. Chaucer's Life and Poetry. This demonstrates Jespersen's engagement with historical English literature, specifically the works of Chaucer. While primarily a linguist, his interest extended to the literary context in which language developed. His dedication paid off, and in 1893, Jespersen was appointed Professor of English at the University of Copenhagen, a position he held until his retirement in 1925. During this influential period, he made groundbreaking contributions to linguistics, particularly in the areas of English grammar, phonetics, and language pedagogy. He championed a reform in foreign language teaching, advocating for methods that prioritized conversational speech over rote memorization of grammar rules. In Jelsk Bijinderbog 1895 English Primer with Chr Sarau, this again highlights his practical involvement in language education, producing basic learning materials that likely incorporated his progressive teaching methodologies. Phonetiek, and systematisch fremstilling af leren om Sproglid 1899 Phonetics, a systematic presentation of the study of the sounds of language and its German translations 1904, this major work on phonetics provided a comprehensive systematic overview of speech sounds. Its subsequent German translations, Phonetische Grundfragen and Lehrbuch der Phonetik, indicate its international recognition and influence in the field of phonetic studies. This solidified his reputation as a leading phonetician. Spragundervisning 1901 Language Teaching and How to Teach a Foreign Language 1904, these works are central to Jespersen's legacy as an advocate for language teaching reform. How to Teach a Foreign Language became a seminal text, arguing for direct methods, conversational practice, and a focus on understanding the living language rather than rigid grammatical rules or translation. This greatly influenced language pedagogy in the early 20th century. The England and America Reader 1904, A British Reader 1931. These practical readers further exemplify his commitment to providing pedagogical tools for English learners, illustrating his role as a hands-on educator as well as a theorist. Firstly, it points to Growth and Structure of the English Language 1905 as a foundational text. The description provides a comprehensive overview of English from a non-native speaker's perspective is crucial, as it indicates Jespersen's awareness of the challenges faced by learners and his ability to present the complexities of English in an accessible, yet thorough, manner. This work's enduring relevance stems from its clear and insightful analysis of how the language developed. Modersmalets Phonetiek 1906 Phonetics of the Mother Tongue. This indicates his interest in native language acquisition and phonetics, showcasing a broader scope than just foreign language learning. John Hart's Pronunciation of English 1907, this is a specialized work in historical phonology, examining the pronunciation of English in the 16th century through the writings of John Hart. It demonstrates Jespersen's meticulous scholarship and his ability to reconstruct historical linguistic features. Secondly, the passage emphasizes the monumental nature of a modern English grammar on historical principles, a multi-volume work that began in 1909. The phrase still highly regarded today underscores its lasting academic significance. This grammar is not merely descriptive. By approaching English grammar from a historical perspective, Jespersen demonstrated how the rules and structures of the language evolved over time, offering a deeper understanding of its current state. Scribed's Logic 1913 The Logic of Language. This work, predating the philosophy of grammar, suggests his early engagement with the underlying logical structure of language, moving beyond surface forms to explore the cognitive and conceptual aspects of grammar. Nudidzes Proghos born og voksen 1916 Today's Language in Children and Adults and Bornes Prague, and Bog for Foreldre 1923 Children's Language, a book for parents. These works highlight Jespersen's pioneering interest in child language acquisition. He was one of the early linguists to systematically observe and analyze how children acquire language, a field that would later become a major area of psycholinguistics. Negation in English and Other Languages 1917, this is a detailed typological and historical study of negation. By examining this specific grammatical phenomenon across languages and through history, Jespersen demonstrated his comparative approach and his focus on specific linguistic structures. Beyond his specific focus on English, the passage broadens the scope to Jespersen's more theoretical contributions. Language, its nature, development, and origin 1922 is rightly identified as a major theoretical work on linguistic evolution. In this book, Jespersen delved into the fundamental questions of how language originates and changes, contributing to the broader field of general linguistics. The Philosophy of Grammar 1924 further showcases his theoretical prowess, as it delved into the underlying principles of syntactic structure, moving beyond mere description to explore the logical and conceptual basis of grammar. Finally, the passage highlights a fascinating facet of Jespersen's work, his dedication to the development of international auxiliary languages. His creation, Novial, introduced in an international language 1928 and further detailed in Novial Lexike 1930, demonstrates his practical application of linguistic principles to address global communication needs. This venture illustrates his belief in the potential for a simplified, logical language to foster international understanding, a testament to his innovative and forward-thinking approach to linguistics. Building on his prolific academic career, Otto Jespersen's later work continued to solidify his reputation as a pioneering linguist. After retiring from his professorship at the University of Copenhagen in 1925, he remained incredibly active, dedicating himself to various linguistic projects and further refining his theories. Et Verdens Prague, Et Versag pas Persmalets Losning 1928 A World Language, an attempt to solve the question. This Danish work introduces his concept of a world language, leading directly to the detailed presentation of Novial. It highlights his idealistic vision for international communication. Tanker og Studier 1932 Thoughts and Studies, a collection of his papers, indicating a retrospective look at his diverse research interests. Essentials of English Grammar 1933, this is a condensed version of a modern English grammar, making his vast grammatical insights more accessible to a wider audience, including learners and general readers. One of his notable later works is Analytic Syntax 1937, where he presented his highly original system for analyzing grammatical relations, employing a unique shorthand notation to illustrate his ideas on syntactic structure. This work, along with The Philosophy of Grammar 1924, delved into his concepts of rank distinguishing primaries, secondaries, and tertiaries within a sentence, like noun, adjective, and adverb respectively, and nexus, the combination of two concepts into a single unit, such as a subject and predicate. These ideas were groundbreaking in their effort to move beyond traditional, prescriptive grammar and understand the logical and functional relationships within language. Sproget, Barnett, Gvinden, Slegden 1941. Language, Child, Woman, Family. This title hints at Jespersen's continued interest in sociolinguistics and psycholinguistics, exploring how language varies and develops across different demographic groups and within family units. This is particularly relevant given his earlier work on child language and his now controversial observations on women's language. Efficiency in Linguistic Change 1941. This is another significant theoretical work, further developing his concept of linguistic progress and the idea that languages evolve towards greater efficiency. This reinforces his functionalist perspective on language change. Throughout his career, and particularly in his later years, Jespersen remained an independent thinker, often challenging prevailing linguistic theories of his time, including aspects of Saussurean structuralism and strict phonetic laws. His enduring legacy lies not only in his comprehensive grammars of English but also in his profound theoretical insights into language evolution, child language acquisition, and the very nature and function of grammar itself. His work continues to be studied and debated, particularly his ideas on the progress of language and his controversial, though often cited, observations on women's language. He passed away in 1943, leaving behind an immense body of work that profoundly shaped modern linguistics. Jespersen's textbooks and numerous other books gave readers balanced, although not uncritical, information on what was going on in the field of linguistics. Jespersen had a broad theoretical orientation, was interested in all subsystems of language, and invoked examples from many different languages in a way that made him a precursor of language typology. Even hoped Hogen. Man is a classifying animal. In one sense it may be said that the whole process of speaking is nothing but distributing phenomena, of which no two are alike in every respect, into different classes on the strength of perceived similarities and dissimilarities. In the name-giving process we witness the same ineradicable and very useful tendency to see likenesses and to express similarity in the phenomena through similarity in name. Otto Jespersen.
Mics on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no frame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. Pure and raw. touch and feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw. Jespersen.